A digital counterpart where the data manipulation is carried out is your random access memory of the computer. To know what is random access memory, you are welcome to RAIN Computer. Random access memory is a volatile memory, which means it does not store data or any instructions permanently. When you switch on the computer, the data and the instructions from the hard disk are stored in the RAM. Example, when the computer is rebooted and when you open a program, the operating system and the program are loaded into RAM, generally from your hard disk. When you start a program, your processor gives a command to retrieve the program from the hard disk. Once the files are retrieved, the computer needs a workspace to manipulate the data and allow you to interact with it. This digital counterpart is nothing but the RAM. The computer places your programs in RAM temporarily while you are working with them so that the processor can access that information faster and more easily. RAM has two main attributes that affect computer's performance. They are the memory capacity and the speed. Initially, the RAM was made out of cathode ray tube. After that, magnetic core memory was used. Later, solid-state memory was invented. After that, dynamic random access memory used transistor to store bits. For it, it needs a constant power supply to maintain the state of each transistor. After that, double data rate synchronous dynamic random access memory was created, and the fourth generation of it is able to achieve higher speed and efficiency. There are different types of RAMs. Integrated RAM chips can be majorly classified into static RAM and dynamic RAM. Both the types are volatile as both lose their content when the power is turned off. Static RAM data is stored using a 6-transistor memory cell, is frequently called as a cache memory for the CPU and is not typically user replaceable. But DRAM stores data using a transistor and a capacitor pair, which makes up a single DRAM cell. It is less expensive to produce, but it is slightly slower than SRAM, and it is a replaceable memory module. There is also error correcting code is a type of DRAM that has an additional cell to detect and correct random faults. ECC memory is user replaceable, but it needs to be compatible with other computer hardware. Memory capacity. The more GB your memory module has, the more programs you can have open at once. 2 to 4 GB if I have in my computer. This amount of memory could handle single application. The 2 to 4 GB RAM if my computer has, then it can handle very well the single application. If I want to use multiple applications like web browsing, working in Word documents or emailing all at the same time, many applications at the same time, 4 to 6 GB also works well. But for multimedia users or gamer, then more than 6 is required, and if it is a hardcore gamer or high-end multimedia user, then 8 plus GBs are required. To know how much RAM capacity that your computer have, you can look into the settings where it will show the details device specification. In that you will have the option installed RAM capacity will be displayed. Memory speed, the amount of time that it takes RAM to receive a request from the processor and then read or write data. Generally, the faster the RAM, the faster the processing speed would be. The speed of your processor and the bus speed of the computer motherboard are the limiting factors on the speed of RAM installed in your computer. RAM upgrades are limited by the capability of the computer and the availability of expansion slots for adding RAM. The baseline for RAM in a computer is 4G nowadays. There are various manufacturers who manufacture different capacity of RAM in wide range, starting from the computer to the gaming device. The ranges of RAMs are different, and we can pick the one that according to your need. The more RAM a computer has, the faster it will work. Hope this is informative for you. See you soon.